For some reason, Symphony of the Night is coming to mobile devices, but not Switch. We may finally be getting Half-Life 3. And Ducktales Remastered is back on old consoles that no one plays anymore. If you would like to win a copy of Animal Crossing New Horizons, stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how. Konami has recently released Symphony of the Night, a classic Castlevania game, pretty much the one that sparked the term Metroidvania. Has like, Metroid, Super Metroid style gameplay, but Castlevania setting, also Castlevania gameplay thrown in there, Metroidvania. It's a mesh of the two. I'm pretty sure that's where the term comes from, is Symphony of the Night. An absolute classic, 10 out of 10, must-have PlayStation, original PlayStation game. They released it on cell phones. For some reason, it's been on Xbox 360 and PS3 and stuff like that as well, on like their little virtual shops, not on Xbox One. And it recently came to PlayStation 4, I believe, but not on Xbox One and not on any Nintendo console. Why not? Konami, you're just leaving money on the table. And I think the reasoning behind them bringing it to mobile phones was they were leaving money on the table. Like, why is this not on mobile? That's a no-brainer. We could just be making free money. We already have the game. Just put it on mobile. What's the problem? Have a team whip it up so it works on mobile. Boom, done. And it's only $3 on iOS and Android. I'm like, $3? Wow, that's incredible. But you got to take into consideration that you're going to be playing it on a mobile phone. You're playing the game like this, just smudging your fingers all over the screen going, ooh, look at this gameplay. I can't see half of the fucking screen or what's going on. My buttons aren't clickable. This doesn't have a good input feeling, but I'm experiencing Castlevania. Sounds like a terrible time to me, regardless of how good the game is. But yeah, it's like begs the question, why not on Switch? This console that has over 50 million units sold. People love it to death. They spend so much money on the eShop. What is the problem here? I do not think there's a problem with Nintendo going, I don't know, guys, I don't think we should put that on the eShop. And Nintendo's like, yeah, we don't want any more money. I guarantee if you put Symphony of the Night on the eShop, you will at least make $1 million. Nintendo and Konami. I don't see how you wouldn't. Like, it's just like, we'd rather not have $1 million. Can you get your $1 million away from us? I want to say millions, but I'm not entirely sure, but because it's an old game. But I feel like maybe you would make millions even. There's like, ew, get those dirty millies away from me. Ew, gross. Like, what is going on here? That doesn't make any sense. None of this makes sense. How is it not on Switch? Maybe it will come to Switch since we just got it on mobile. Maybe like, you know what? Hey Nintendo, can we put this on Switch? And Nintendo goes, absolutely, green light, we love money. Like, I don't see how this, it just doesn't make any sense to me, like, seriously. And Castlevania is kind of like a big deal right now. They got the Castlevania show on Netflix that is doing really well. I believe they just got season 3 of that. Like, it's just, all across the board, it's just like, what? And that could be also a reason why it's on mobile now, because of how well the franchise is doing recently. And we also have the spiritual successors, Ritual of the Moon, or what? Ritual of the Night, Bloodstained, whatever it's called, Ritual of the Night, I believe it is. Konami should just go, you know what? We would like some money. Seriously, that's all there is to it. Just go, we would like some money, put it on the eShop. How is it not a thing? Konami is so fucking stupid when it comes to business. They've stopped making like innovative, cool games. Like, they've pretty much just like thrown all their IPs in the trash and said, you know what? Let's make pachinko. People like to watch little balls drop down. That's pretty sick. Pachinko is like not even like a viable thing in Japan really that much anymore, because if they put like a cap on how much money you could make on it, it's like a gambling thing in Japan. And there's like a cap on it where you can't even make that much money anymore. So I don't know how pachinko, when I started going to Japan, I saw tons of pachinko machines everywhere. Every block had so many pachinko parlors and everything. But since like recently, last time I went there, they're all gone. Like, a lot of them are gone. A lot of them are shut down. One of them was turned into a guitar store and everything. Like, I don't see pachinko as being like that viable a business option at this point with the regulations and stuff put onto it. But Konami said, fuck it, let's do it. But maybe this is why they're getting back into gaming. They've slowly they gave us that garbage ass Contra game that I said looked like a PS2 game, and everybody got mad whenever it showed off at E3. I was like, that looks like garbage. Everybody was like, that's Contra, Shane, shut up, buddy. And then it came out and they said, oh, well, it did suck, but it was garbage, all right? They've been trying to give us, they gave us that good Bomberman game at the beginning of Switch, Bomberman R, Super Bomberman R, I don't think that's what it's called. But, I mean, dumb stuff like this, like, how is Castlevania Symphony of the Night not on Xbox One, not on Switch, not on everything? Like, it's just, it's literally, you were just saying, we would not like to touch that money. That's all I get out of it. Konami, quit being stupid, give us Castlevania, we want to play it, we want to give you money, we want to make you rich beyond your wildest dreams, let us do it. And some exciting news for Half-Life fans. Half-Life 3 may be coming, according to Robin Walker. He was in an interview with Game Informer, I believe it was, and he said basically that they don't want Half-Life Alyx to be the end of the series. They want it to be a new beginning. So I'll get the exact quote here. I have it written down. We absolutely see Half-Life Alyx as our return to this world, not the end of it. Said that a little weird, but yeah, return to the world, not the end of it. And they said they have tons of veteran Half-Life developers on the team, going all the way back to the original Half-Life, tons of Half-Life 2 people and new people to the franchise. And they said they're excited to get back into the world. Valve wasn't making games for like a really long time because of how well Steam was doing, and I guess they got competitors with the Epic Store and other people starting to try to do their own little thing. Companies having their own little launchers and everything like that. So like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's make some more games. You guys want to make some more games? We've been hounded for literally almost 2 decades to make, maybe not almost 2 decades, 13 years. Last one came out in 2007. We've been hounded for 13 years to make a new Half-Life. Literally everyone's like, make a new Half-Life. And they finally made Half-Life. They're making Half-Life Alyx. Comes out this month, I believe, or supposed to come out in March. Maybe it'll get delayed or like. It's a VR Half-Life game. It's a prequel that takes place before 2. So it's not Half-Life 3, although some people are like, I guess it's kind of Half-Life 3, which maybe in a way, purely gameplay-wise, it's the third one, I guess, or I think they had a Half-Life 1.5 or something. I don't know. You know what? Never played Half-Life before, but I know the hype. You play as Gordon Morgan, I think it's Gordon Morgan. I wanted to say Morgan Freeman, or maybe it's Gordon Freeman. Why did I say Gordon Morgan? Because I had Morgan Freeman on my brain. Gordon Freeman, I think, is the character's name. I'm not positive on that. I know people love Half-Life. I've watched videos on it. I've seen stuff on it. I've seen it, all right? Just never played it. It's more of like a PC thing, even though they have had Xbox and PlayStation, or maybe not PlayStation. I know I've seen copies of like Half-Life, maybe at least 1 or 2 on Xbox. I've just never played it. I don't know why. I've heard it's amazing, I know. But yeah, it's like a weird, aliens are taking over the planet. You gotta defend them, you're a scientist. Defeat them, you're a scientist. I'm all over the place here, guys. I see the hype, I know the hype is real, and you make any video about like Half-Life 3, and it's gonna get tons of attention, because people are like, oh my god, this is my theory, my speculation about Half-Life 3, and blah, 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 blah. It's got a huge, huge fan base behind it. I believe that Valve is ready to get back into it full force and finally give us the Half-Life 3 that we've been clamoring for. Not me personally, but you. I see you want it. I do need to play Half-Life. I know. If Half-Life 3 came to consoles, I would play it. I don't play on PC. I know I'm a scrub, noob, pwn, whatever. I just don't care to play on my PC. I just do work on there and watch YouTube, and I'll play consoles because I like holding my little controller and going, I'll just pop the game in and go, boop, 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 boop. That's just me. Anyways, if you're excited for Half-Life 3, there is definitely hope. So be on the lookout, I guess. And speaking of returns of epic proportions, Ducktales Remastered is back. And you're like, Shane, what are you talking about? Who cares about that? I don't really care that much. I just thought this was fun and interesting for a reason I'll get into in a second here. But Ducktales Remastered came out many years ago. It's a remaster of the original NES game that people held near and dear. They go, ooh, this is the best Capcom Disney game. You guys nailed it. People love it. You play as Scrooge McDuck. But anyways, Capcom pulled it down in August off of the respective stores it was on. It got pulled down everywhere, and they didn't even really say why. People speculate that it had to do with a licensing issue with Disney, Scrooge McDuck, DuckTales, all that stuff. Like, okay, it's expired, done. You can't make any more money. Stop it. That's it. And maybe they renewed it within this 8-month period. I don't know what happened. I don't think anybody solidly knows unless they work at the company. But it's back up out of nowhere 8 months later. And it's only back up on the platforms that it was originally on. They haven't brought it to anything new, which probably has something to do with licensing issues. But they brought it back on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Wii U, and Steam. Which Steam, great, I get it. Everyone loves Steam. Everyone's on Steam, great. But Xbox 360, PS3, and Wii U? Who the hell is going to be playing, who's going to be downloading this? I'm like, oh, it's back. Let me go get my PS3 out of the dumpster, plug it up and download DuckTales Remastered. I mean, like, you're going to get like fucking 100 sales tops from here on out for the rest of life. If you brought it back, why didn't you just bring it back on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch? You're like, Shane, the legalities, figure it out. It can't be that difficult. They're like, hey, Disney, would you guys like to make some more money? And then they say to Capcom, yes, absolutely. How do we do that? And they go, just let us put it on newer consoles instead of the older ones. And they go, okay, is it that hard really? Like, well, they got to sign some paperwork, then do it. Because I would like to play it. I didn't get a chance to play this either. And I had a Wii U and an Xbox 360. It was pretty cheap. I think the physical copy was like 20 bucks or something like that. I heard they kind of went up in price because it was taken out off of the store, and the only way you could buy it was the physical copy. So maybe the price of that's going to go back down. So collectors, sorry about you if you had your little holy grail of Wii U games. You're like, check it out, Nuggy, look what I got. Too bad. But who knows how much longer the Wii U shop is even going to be up for. Anyways, bring it to newer consoles, and you're gonna get a lot more sales, especially on Switch. That game is right up Switch alley. It's a classic cartoony platformer. That's a Nintendo game through and through. It was an NES game. It was a Nintendo game. So, hey, Capcom, don't be stupid like Konami, and Disney, don't be an idiot either. I know how greedy you are. If there's dollar signs, you should be chasing them. So, let's get it together, guys. Hello. Oh, it's you, the viewer, wanting to know how to win Animal Crossing New Horizons. Oh, well, okay. Shut up. You gotta leave a comment. Like the video, be subscribed. You gotta be subscribed to win. And I'll be picking a random video and a random comment at the end of the month, March 31st, to win the game. And I will be contacting you via your comment. You can hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, Gmail, whatever, when the time comes. And I'll send you the game right to your address. Brand new, sealed, buddy. But next month I'll probably be giving away a Coral Switch Lite. Coral Pink looks hot and sexy. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys are enjoying the giveaways. I'm having fun with it. So good luck to all of you. But if you want to look like this badass on screen right here, here's our merch store at FUGameCrue.BigCartel.com. We got shirts, stickers, mugs, all that fun stuff. Good quality, fast shipping, good pricing. If you want to support the channel but you don't want to buy merch, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/FUGameCrue for as low as $1 a month. You can really help us out a lot. All our current patrons, you are amazing. Some of the $25 tiers, your payments got declined. So we obviously can't send out boxes if your payment got declined. So get with us if you want to get boxes. If not, then it's fine. We can just take you off the Patreon, whatever you want. I don't care. But we also have a join button where you can get fun stickers, emojis, and whatever the hell else they're called. I don't know, badges and stuff. It looks cool. It looks fun. When you're on the live stream, you can use Dilly emotes and Terry and stuff. It's cool. I like it. Great, fun way to support the channel. Links to everything in the description. My personal channel as well. Cameron's personal channel is also down there. We also have BitChute and Vlare. Go check us out on those platforms, and I'll see you later.
So I want to say thank you to your loyalty. Thank you for your support.